Exam scores in Professor A's elementary stats class are normally distributed with a mean of 78 and a standard deviation of 5. So we know mu is 78 and sigma is equal to 5. We want to know, according to the empirical rule, what scores or what two numbers would capture the middle 95% and also what two numbers would capture the middle 90% of all the scores. The empirical rule tells us if we move out in increments of sigma from our middle at our mean mu, how much data we'll capture. And what it says is if you move out 2 sigmas, or more precisely 1.96 increments of sigma to the left and to the right by adding and subtracting that from your mu, that what you end up with is capturing 95% of your data. So to find the two values that would capture 95% of all scores, we take mu and we subtract 1.96 times sigma, and we take mu and we add 1.96 times sigma. So what that will give us here is 78 minus 1.96 times 5, and 78 plus 1.96 times 5. And so the two scores that we get are 68.2 and 87.8. So these are the values that are going to capture 95% in the middle. Now we want to do the same thing but with 90%. And the empirical rule tells us that that happens when we take our mu and do increments of sigma at 1.645. So we will take mu of 78 and subtract 1.645 times sigma of 5, and we'll do the same thing, 78 plus 1.645 times 5. And so what we end up with for these two values are 69.775 and 86.225. So you can think about that in terms of the picture and how these are both inside the values we found before, so that we have a little less probability in the middle. Now we're talking about a 90% capture in the middle.